Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think yesterday we were discuss about the Claisen rearrangement reaction. What do you mean by the Claisen rearrangement reaction? What kind of the starting material used for the Claisen rearrangement reaction, which is the catalyst used for Claisen rearrangement reaction, as well as what kind of the reaction condition used for Claisen rearrangement reaction, and how one can identify the with the help of labeling experiment. Generally ortho group in a aromatic moiety, ortho group substituted compound generally we are getting. If ortho position are blocked, then the migrating group preferentially goes at para position. That kind of the discussion we were discussed in our previous lectures. Right now today's lecture we are going to discuss the remaining point of that Claisen rearrangement reaction. So last point, that is the application of Claisen rearrangement reaction. So let us see one of the application of Claisen rearrangement reaction. Synthetic application of Claisen rearrangement can be illustrated or elaborated or explained as follows. First one is a synthesis of O-eugenol. First application will be synthesis of O-eugenol. Synthesis of O-eugenol. O means ortho compound are obtained, and that's why it is known as a O-eugenol. How we can synthesize O-eugenol? It is one of the compound act as a drug. As we know that drug means if you take small amount, then it can act as a medicine. If it is taken in a large amount, it can be converted into as a poisonous. So that is the meaning of, or that are the key difference between drugs and the medicines. So remember here. So now the starting material is taken here. This one you can take here OH phenol group, and another one is this orthohydroxyacetophenone is a versatile synthon variety of the heterocyclic compound we can prepare by using that orthohydroxyacetophenone. Orthohydroxyacetophenone can be obtained using Fries rearrangement reaction. It is one of the best method which gives the higher yielding product. That is orthohydroxy, which is a steam volatile. Steam volatile means what? The compound which comes out in a pure form along with that steam, and that type of the compound are known as a steam volatile. They shows the intramolecular, they shows as a hydrogen bonding over there, and due to the intramolecular type of the hydrogen bonding, and they goes along with that steam, and we will get as a pure form. So in this way, by using that technique, we can separate the two isomer for each other, because in Fries rearrangement reaction that is carried out with the starting material is a phenol, then generally there are the two isomeric forms are obtained. One is a ortho and one is a para. As we know that aromatic moiety, if it contain or it consists or it has electron releasing substituent present on that aromatic compound, and generally aromatic compound undergoes electrophilic substitution readily, and the activation, or we can say here the orientation of that incoming compound or the direction of the incoming compound depending upon the nature of the starting compound, that is a aryl compound, the substituted aryl compound. If it has a electron releasing group, suppose as a hydroxy is there, and therefore it can direct at what position the incoming groups are coming or attaching. Generally, if electron releasing groups are present, incoming group should be at ortho and para. Among these two compounds, if generally obtained, there is always competition between these two compounds. One is formed in a major form and another one will be in a minor. And generally, here let us see here is a orthohydroxyacetophenone. It will be treated with allylic bromide, CH2 double bond CH, then CH2Br. This type of the system is called as a allylic system. That CH2 double bond CH and CH2, that system is called as a allylic system, and there is a bromine atom present at allylic carbon atom, and therefore it is known as a allylic bromide. This one is known as a allylic bromide, and that allylic bromide undergoes reaction with mild base such as K2CO3, potassium carbonate, and you will be getting base can abstract the acidic proton which consists with that oxygen atom, and therefore that proton are highly acidic one, because when base abstract that proton leaving its bonding pair on the oxygen atom, and that negative charge phenoxide ion formed will be stabilized by resonance effect, and therefore this proton in a phenol are found to be acidic in nature, and when it abstract the proton, the resulting compound obtained will be like this. Let us see here how one can get the product here. See here O, then there will be such type of the this one CH2. When minor charge is formed over here, this is going to attack on that, and there is a Br is a departure over here, or it can attack over this shifting over there and Br. So you will get this one, and the rest of the part of that organic compound, it remains as it is here, CS3. Now it look at here one ortho position compound, ortho position is vacant here, and therefore that undergoes 3,3 sigma-tropic rearrangement reaction, that is a Claisen rearrangement reaction takes place here. And as we know that 3,3 means what? The terminal points. The heteroatom must have a number 1, 2 and 3. Here 1, 2 and 3. Look at the bond formation taking place between 3,3 carbon atom, and therefore it is a pericyclic. Pericyclic means the electron are moving cyclic manner, and therefore it is known as a pericyclic reaction, and the type of that pericyclic reaction is a 3,3 sigma-tropic rearrangement. 3,3 why 3,3? Because the bond formation taking place between 3,3 carbon atom, and therefore it is known as 3,3 sigma-tropic rearrangement. and here we are going to get as a transition state. That transition state is here a double bond, then we can say here like this. Now then this one C double bond O CS3 group and other double bonds remains as it is. Now here the hydrogen atom which is present at this position, this hydrogen bond forming as a double bond over here, and then negative charge is on the oxygen atom. And now what do you get over here? There is the driving force behind it is a aromatization, and after the aromatization what happening here, this proton forming as a double bond over there, and you will be getting here this type of the compound here OH double bond here, and now one more, here is a double bond as it is here, and this double bond here, and this is a structure of C double bond O and then CS3. This structure is called as a ortho-eugenol. This is a ortho means that allylic group at ortho position, so eugenol. Eugenol, that is a common name of this compound, and we are getting as a this type of the compound over here. So now this is a first application. Just now we have seen how one can synthesize the eugenol, that we have seen first application. Now moving toward as a second application, the name of that second application will be this one. So second application here, industrial synthesis of citral. Now here is the industrial synthesis of citral. Industrial synthesis of citral. Industrial synthesis of citral. Now here one can take as a starting material is this one double bond. Here is a one bond, then CHO. This is a compound which we have taken just like as a alpha beta double bond, then it will be treated with another molecule like this one, that is one is aldehyde, one is a alcoholic group. There is a carbon-carbon double bonds are there, and then reaction takes place between these two. Hydroxyl group can attack with that carbonyl carbon. There is a elimination of water molecule like this H2O, and the resulting compound obtained will be this one. I am showing this as it is over here. Then double bond. Then we are showing this type of the compound here, double bond. This is a 6-membered, here is a double bond now forming over here, and now here must be as a oxygen atom. So now then if such kind of the compounds are there, then there will be a 3,3 sigma-tropic rearrangement reaction. Just hit it. Here 1, 2, 3, here 1, 2, 3, and therefore at 3,3 position there will be a formation of their sigma-tropic rearrangement reaction takes place, and we will be getting the product here. The bond will be formed like this. Here this is going to form as a double bond here, there. This double bond shifted from here to here, and this is there, so that we will be getting as a here double bond, then this bond formation. Now here we can show this as it is, then there will be a double bond over here, And once you got this one, another molecule of such type we can write in the other way round like this, so that we can get double bond here. Then here is a carbonyl group, then this is there, double bond, one methyl group here, and now once again is forming here. Here is the oxygen atom, this is breaking, so that we will be getting once again there is a 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement reaction takes place, and after that we will be getting the formation of the product here, this one CHO. And as we know that this is a structure of citral, and that is a natural product. Citral can be obtained, which is a natural industrial synthesis of citral can be obtained or can be achieved by using this. So I think these are the application of Claisen rearrangement reaction we have seen over here. Now the next reaction which we are going to discuss here, the second last reaction of this chapter is the, let's see here, the second last 9(1). The name of that reaction is a Cope rearrangement reaction. Cope rearrangement reaction. Cope rearrangement reaction. So thermal isomerization of 1,5-dienes by a 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement is known as Cope rearrangement. For example, equilibration of 3,4 dimethyl 1,5-hexadiene to 2,6-octadiene is obtained. Let us see here. Suppose we have for example, this type of the compounds is there, then it can undergoes this type of compound 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that is there. Then at 300 degrees centigrade, very high temperature is used over here. The starting compound is a 4-dimethyl 4-dimethyl means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4-dimethyl 1,5-hexadiene 1,5-hexadiene 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4. 3,4-dimethyl 1,5-hexadiene, that will be the starting material. When it is treated with heated at 300 degrees centigrade, it produces the product, this one, that is there. It can form the bonds like this. Here is 2,6-octadiene. 2,6-octadiene will be the product form over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. At 2 and 6 position, there will be a double bonds are present, and that's why name is given to that compound is this one. And though high temperature is required, the reaction can be performed at room temperature by using green catalyst, and this bis benzonitrile palladium dichloride, PDCl2, palladium dichloride, NCC6H5, for example 2-methyl 3-phenyl 1,5-hexadiene when stirred with catalytic amount of PDCl2, palladium dichloride, NCC6H5 catalyst in solvent tetrahydrofuran, shortly known as THF, at room temperature for 24 hours gives the diene. Full stop. The reaction is highly stereoselective, giving 97% yield in the ratio 97:3 when catalyst is used. Let's see here how one can get that product. Let's see here. Suppose we have this type of the starting material where we have this CS3, and when heated at PDCl2 in bracket C6H5Cn cyanobenzene THF at 25 degrees centigrade stirred at room temperature, you will be getting the formation of the product will be this one, which is in major form. C6H5, here is a C6H5, here also C6H5, and we will be getting, this is in a 97% yield, and other will be obtained just here C6H5 double bond over here. This is just in a traces amount only, as a 3% of that got, and cope rearrangement, how the mechanism of that cope rearrangement reaction can take place, how we can show what type of the mechanism are involved in the cope rearrangement reaction. Again, oxy-cope rearrangement reaction and some other reaction that we are going to discuss in our upcoming lecture. And still we have some remaining point regarding this rearrangement reaction. That rearrangement reaction we will discuss in our upcoming lecture. Still then, we have let us stop today here. Remaining lectures we will discuss in our next. Let us stop today here. Thank you. Have a nice day.